Hey everybody, brooksritter here, back with another behind the scenes of a song, behind the song, BTS, putting in a lot of BTS in this, just so the BTX army catches on. Just kidding, but maybe. Anyway, man, we're back. It's been a busy few months. I mean, when we started this, I did my first behind the scenes video, and that night we went to the hospital because my wife gave birth to Luca. And, life, I said I was going to do these a little quicker. I'm sorry. I'm here. We're doing it. So, just busyness, man. So we're going to talk about Cover Me. It is the fourth song of the EP. It's one that I really hold dear to my heart because Cover Me, I wrote it before Stereo of Steel was released. So we're talking 2015-ish. And it was actually, I had recorded an acoustic version of Cover Me that was going to be possibly a B-side and possibly to be on the album Stereo of Steel, but just didn't line up with the rest of the songs for whatever reason, so I just kind of backlogged it, held on to it because I knew it was a good song. It was something that I loved, and as you can hear my son in the background doing his thing. And so there's, if you actually go to, search for Cover Me on YouTube, we uploaded, Bianca and I, we did an acoustic version of it probably 6 months before we actually went to Nashville and recorded the actual album version. So the fun thing about this, it was a different version completely before my producer Vince got a hold of it. And he just kind of immediately, when we were talking about arrangements and this and that, I was playing that song and he was like, no, let's start with the chorus, because traditionally it's verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. He's like, no, let's start with the chorus, big and bang, just boom, cover me. So we did that, and he was like, and then we really want to make him want to get back to the chorus, so we're going to do verse to verse. So we do chorus, verse to verse, and then we're going to do the chorus again. A little more ramped up. Then we're going right into the bridge. And then we're going to take it back to the first verse. Then we're going to kind of have a mid-chorus, big O's, and then, again, end with the first verse, which is actually just the first two lines. And I loved it. So, I mean, for me, this process was a whole lot of, I'm not in the driver's seat. I am in some ways, but I really wanted this to be more of, I am open to this whole process, working with Vince for the first time, and someone who I love and who I just respect as a producer and as a music maker himself and what he's done over the years. And so for me, it was like, I'm open to this process. I just want the songs to be the best representative, that they could be, and represent the songs as best as they could. And so I love the old version, but to me, the band arrangement and just how the song kind of builds, it's definitely my favorite thing. Hi, Coco. I just absolutely love it. So, the backstory of it is kind of like, at least kind of how when I started writing the song, and you gotta forgive me because that was 2015. There was a lot going on in 2015 in my life then, but when I kind of look at the lyrics, and as I read the lyrics, and as I just think about the lyrics and the theme of the song, it's kind of like a person who from the outside sees what's happening inside and sees the carnage that's kind of happening, and just relationships, or just seeing, like in the bridge, we build and tear it down, but no one makes a sound. Just the wounds of words that that fell in the heat. That image of fire and the image of, it was just very poignant to me that it was, you know, this person from the outside, maybe nobody can tell, but on the inside, there's something happening there and it's not great. So yeah, that's it's kind of the theme throughout that song. And it's one, again, personally, that I love this song because it, you know, stylistically, I don't change that much in this album. In records past, I know that I've kind of, you know, however I was feeling, I'm gonna write a Prince song that kind of feels a little bit like Prince. This record feels a bit more, you know, and it's probably because it's just 5 songs, but it just stays in its lane. But again, kind of Cover Me does this thing that's a little bit more, it's just great. I mean, when Seth and I, you know, we're communicating with our guitar parts and they're just melding together almost as one piece. And I remember